And welcome back to Broader Financial Future. And today's video is all about Lucid Motors. We're going to talk about it in its huge growth this past month, especially today. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And thank you everybody who's coming back to the channel as well. I really appreciate you as well. And don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. So let's jump in right into today's video. So I want to kind of start with Ford was reportedly considering buying Lucid Motors. This was 4 years ago. The EV startup is now worth more than them now, which is crazy. So Lucid Motors today is worth more than Ford by market capitalization. And it's funny, just 4 years ago, Ford was considering buying Lucid. So that's just crazy how a little bit of time makes a huge difference in this investment world. So, like we all know, that never happened though. But Lucid did strike a huge deal with the Saudi Arabia company, which now owns a majority of the startup. Now, the EV market is hot right now, and as Tesla rise, so have Lucid and other EV companies as well, especially with a push towards EV vehicles. California has a law coming out where you have to only purchase new EV vehicles. I don't know when that law is going to take place, but there's a lot of laws being placed, and EV is just a hot market right now. And basically, we're seeing the transition from basically gas vehicles to electric vehicles. That is the push, and that's where we're going to. Now, Lucid Motors still has a lot of work ahead. The startup is still building out its new factory in Arizona. It says it plans to build 20,000 air sedans in 2022 before adding an electric SUV to its lineup at the end of the following year. So this is really a high-end car. Lucid isn't yet profitable and is still in the early days of generating revenue. So that's key to note there, which is still crazy because they haven't really generated revenue yet and it's still beating out Ford, right? But the automaker revenue in the third quarter was $232,000, largely from a battery deal with the Formula E Electric Racing League. It reported a net loss of 1.5 billion through the first 9 months of the year, including 524.4 million loss in the third quarter. Now, why does this matter? It's just good to kind of find the financials, but overall, this is a brand new company. They're just starting out. They're just starting to produce the cars. So that's the reason why it's kind of good to look at the numbers. But over time, you should start seeing them generate revenue. So this is still at its early stages. Now, Lucid told investors in July that it expects to produce 20,000 Lucid Air sedans in 2022, generating more than 2.2 billion in revenue. Now, those are just estimates with the supply chain issues. Some of the things may change, but that's kind of good to see that they are moving forward. The company also told investors Monday that it has more than 17,000 reservations for its Air sedan, up from 13,000 through the third quarter. So people are interested in this car. It's up 4,000 people more made reservations. So that's the key thing to note as well. So Lucid is definitely on a rise. Now, I wanted to kind of just take a look at the price chart here. The stock has surged basically in the last month. It's up 119%. Right now, the price also brought Lucid close to eclipsing General Motors, which has a market cap of $90.9 billion. So it's a little bit behind General Motors, but in the next day or two, anything can happen. It can swing up or down. So it's crazy how it's like in striking range of General Motors and surpassing Ford already. Some of my overall final thoughts are Lucid first vehicle is called the Air Sedan. It started delivering a 169,000 Dream Edition of the flagship car to customers in late October. So this is key. They're actually delivering electric vehicles where some of their competitors haven't started doing that yet. The car has an industry leading range of 520 miles, which is great. So you can tell this is a high quality EV car. You're talking about like the BMWs in the EV space. The Air on Monday was named Motor Trend's Car of the Year, a coveted award in the automotive industry. So that's a huge plus, right? They're delivering cars and they're getting great reviews, and that means a lot, because a lot of the people don't have reviews like Nikola, whatever that company was called. I personally visited one of their showcase earlier this year, and the car is really nice. Um, it was just kind of like a model car and stuff, but from what I seen, it looked really great, and it looked like it's gonna do well. I actually bought in a company around the $15 to $17 range, and if you was watching my videos from earlier this year, I was talking about it when it was a spec. They were talking about actually merging with Lucid, which they did, and that actually been pretty profitable for me. I wish I would have bought more, but it is what it is. I don't want to be a sore winner. I sold most of my shares when it went up, taking my original investment with some profits. I still have a couple of shares left, so I'm still investing in the company. So right now, I just consider that just basically upside. It's trading slightly below its 52-week high, but it's still doing amazing so far. One thing I would note is I won't be surprised if they do an offering, but only time would tell. Because the stock is up so high, I could see them probably trying to do an offering to just kind of get some cash to kind of keep them a little more stable. But do they need it? Probably not. But I think it would be a good idea if they probably did. That way they could take some of the stock price and kind of reinvest it into the company. But we'll see. I don't want to be diluted as a shareholder, but we'll see what they're going to do overall. Unlike some of its spec peers, Lucid is actually, like I said, generating revenue and producing vehicles. It also has thus far avoided any federal probes and potential misleading statements to investors like others, such as Nikola and others. So, as you can see, this is actually a real company. I compared it to Tesla before. I think this has a lot of potential in the future. As of right now, I'm not buying any new shares, but I am keeping my eye on it in case it dips again. But I see a lot of huge potential in the future of this company. This is just the beginning, and they have a lot of room to grow. Overall, leave your thoughts and comments below. Let me know, do you own this company? Did you buy it when it was a spec? Are you buying now? How do you like Lucid compared to Tesla and some of the other EV companies that's coming into the space? In addition, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And just like always, any investment may involve risks. So it's important that you do your own homework. And I'm not a financial advisor. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Till next time, everybody, peace.